Hey babies, what's up my darling MVPs and how are you all doing? Welcome back to Sale with Mimiciously Mimi where you get the gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hurt. Of course you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze you do what? You lose. Are you here to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a far long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see the hearts. So, guys, let's gist anyways. First of all, this video till the very end so you don't miss any gist at all. Okay, I think this time around Lawrence took it so personal. He has actually replied fans who are coming for him about smushing the housemates, but we will get there. First off, let's talk about else seems so unpleased with what her name is being labeled with. So she said she is gonna be a good girl like Mile. I'm like, wow, woo. Everybody is actually using Mile for example of a good girl. The question is she really a good girl? Look at this show, you will know that yes, she's actually been on her own, minding her business, not doing anything dirty with the guys and all of that. Maybe that is the reason. So else was like that henceforth she's gonna be on her own because she think the kiss she had with Jareed has actually led to many perception about her personality. Because even if for Papa Ghost to actually carry her hands and put on his private part, that means they actually think so little of her. And then she said she feel bad about that she's gonna change it henceforth. And then Ballet was like, do you think you can change it? Do you think you can do anything about this? She was like, why won't I change it? Even in real world, I am not like this. I am just here in this house doing all of these things together just to have fun, not because that is my personality outside of the house. Why would I not do it? So she said henceforth, no kissing around and all of that, that she's gonna stick to herself. She's gonna be like Mile. Now the question is, I thought she said she's flirty. Do you think what's her name else would do this? Meanwhile, Ballet asked her and said, what actually happened? What made you want to change? Did anybody complain to you? She was like, no, nobody complained to her. She just wanted that she do not like the narrative that her name carries already. That they said she's hearing that they said she's somebody that collected somebody's boyfriend. And Bale was like, okay, whose boyfriend did you collect, by the way? Because the last time I checked, the only person in a ship that actually had something to do with her man was Liema, which is the kissing between Mpumi, Jareed, and else. So they were having that convo now, guys. We'll be watching else so closely to see if she's not going to be kissing around anymore. And I think what prompted this was they actually played a little game at the Jacuzzi this afternoon where they asked question about how many housemates have you kissed. I think else realized she has kissed more because she mentioned 4, but we're going to talk about that conversation later. So earlier on, what's her name, Z, was kind of seeking advice from Makeke. She's actually kind of scared of losing herself and not focusing on the game or maybe catching feelings. And then Makeke was trying to advise her, was telling her to just enjoy the moment, to play the game, enjoy the moment and forget the consequences or whatever that would happen outside. At him, he is here having fun in the house. Whatever would happen outside would happen later outside. But for now, they should think about the moment and enjoy the best of it here in the house. So after she had that conversation with Makeke, later on she also had conversation with, what's his name, Sinaye. She was actually telling Sinaye about Makeke's advice towards her. She was even demonstrating how Makeke was telling her and they was laughing over it. And then she was gisting Sinaye on how she was disturbed in the night, to have conversation. I think young Papi who refused to sleep was like he could not sleep, they should talk, blah blah blah. And then young Papi told Z, woke Z in the night when she was sleeping and was like, people are talking that you kissed Sinaye. So Z was actually delivering the message to Sinaye that people are actually having a side gossip about us that we did kiss and all of that. At this point, Sinaye said, whatever, man. I think baby boy do not care at this point because he has come out fully to play this damn game. Wahala be like bicycle. Meanwhile, netizens have been coming for Sinaye though, but we'll talk about that later after I have shared the conversation Sinaye and Jareed was having, okay? I think this night, if anyone would be sleeping, you will be sitting on a far long thing because emotions are actually built up. Housemate had feelings, and had things in their mind that someone like Jareed, Liema, because even today, Liema is actually giving attention to young Papi when they were in the jacuzzi. Papa Ghost even gets to notice it. I'm very sure Mpumi is ready to operate today again. Coming from Big Brother and Zanzi, Lerato Modise and Liema have one thing in common. They are the true captain of their ship. And that's on Pro guys. As you can see, they always protect their man. They are the ones trying to make sure that this ship is safe. I have also noticed that about Lerato. She's always the one overdoing on Papa Ghost. Though Lerato's one is not close to what Liema is doing. Anyways, that's why I said the advice Lerato is giving Liema about, oh, no matter what they do, hold your man tight. I tend to realize it is not actually for a it's not actually a game for Lerato per se because that was the same thing she does to Papa Ghost. She's always holding Papa Ghost so tight. Now, talking about the gist, Jareed, Sinaye and Taki were having conversation about Liema, Mpumi, and the shenanigans happening in the house, And these dudes, they were telling, what's his name, Jareed, that, oh, Sinaye was like, Anka, you are not just free at all. She's always following you and all of that. The boy was like, bro, like he's not free. And he was like, that's why he's allowing Liema to kiss anybody that she likes, all the ladies, at least to actually fulfill righteousness so as to be. I'm like, oh wow, because remember I told you guys they actually played little game at the jacuzzi where they were asked question about kissing, and the people Liema mentioned were three people, and the three were ladies. The three were ladies that she had actually kissed, and guess what? She did also kiss what's her name, Z, today at the jacuzzi. The others were watching. In fact, they were actually trying to do some position, some knocking position. I'm like, where? What are you guys not telling me though? While I was looking at Liema and Z kissing, do you know what was going on in my mind? I'm like, how I wish these two ladies would form a force and then play with this dude's head, reverse the game and play with this dude, both Jareed and Sinaye. But ladies being ladies, before they would actually accept to play this kind of game, is gonna be quite difficult. But the way I am seeing Liema and Z going, I think in the nearest time in the house they would get closer because they have been kissing. What is this kiss all about? What is this kiss? Oh, Mona, they surprised me. I'm not gonna lie. Now, I think Liema kissing the ladies is actually affecting Jareed because Jareed said it here that that's why I allowed her to be kissing. I allowed her to do whatever she want to do. And then Sinayo now asks him, has she kissed Mpumi too? And then Jareed said he thinks so. But they were like, I don't think so. And Jareed was like, he feel maybe it has. So Sinayo, they were like hyping Jareed that he is goated, that he should do him, and not be tied up in a corner. But they were trying to make mockery of Jareed, like, oh, this girl no one free you, like monitoring spirits and all of that. I think it would have been better for Jareed to come up and say, hey, babe, give me some space. In as much as he is saying it to that girl, but Liema is not taking it. Liema is not taking it in the way she should. You understand? So I really wish Lawrence would ask Jareed on Sunday about, you always complain about this girl being a bodyguard. Did you talk to her about it? I really want Lawrence to ask. Meanwhile, me talking about what I want Lawrence to ask, it may seem as though Lawrence is quite pressured because he said something we're still going to see about that. Meanwhile, netizens are coming for Jareed and Sinaye. First off, for Sinaye, they are like, this is the same person who actually shunned one of the housemates when they asked him what he had with Liema. Then, first week, he cautioned them and were like, please, nobody should ask me about sheep in this house. I told you guys from the onset, I have a babe outside, and so shall it remain till I leave this house. Now, brother is actually kissing already in the show. So people think, even if your babe accepted for you to come in to play that game, you should show that you are not that kind of man to play that game in the house. Guys, what do you think? Anyways, for Jareed, people feel like Okay, because Jareed actually in the conversation, Jareed said in real life he has never cheated on his babes. That was what Jareed said. And then Sinaye said, and he asked Sinaye, have you? Sinaye said, not with his current girlfriend, but the previous girlfriend that he has cheated. And they started laughing. They were like, we're not expecting you to say you have cheated on your current girlfriend. I'm like, oh, Sinaye, last, your eyes no good though. But Jareed was like, he is not a cheat. He has never cheated. That in real life is different from what is happening here in this house. Hence, netizens think he is lying because of the kind of game he is playing in the house. So I think fans are really not happy with Jareed and Sinaye. As Shalewa said, so Liema has options of men to play with in this house, and she chose to stay with Gang Gang because Willie clearly likes her a lot. Meanwhile, I do not know why most of them do not look at Willie's direction, because that boy is another cute guy in that house. Maybe I think because of they say he actually does most female stuff at times. Sinaye and Jareed be playing the worst game, thinking they are building a huge fan base, the shock when they are out. Wahala. And then Key said, this house is full of hypocrites, Sana. And then Napwa said, do you get? I know the funny thing, talking about Sinaye having this conversation with Jared, I thought Sinaye and Liema are siblingship. If it was Z who was there when they were having this conversation, people will be coming for Z, dragging Z. You guys should better drag Sinaye too, because Sinaye and Liema are quite close to compare to Z and Liema, because Sinaye and Liema are forming Bursty. They are doing their plan together. That is to tell you guys, these housemates are really playing their game. Sinaye would actually discuss his plotting with Liema over Z, and then still go back, have conversation with Jareed over the same Liema. Omo guys, choke. In as much as the game seems so dirty, but I'm not gonna lie, I will give it up to South Africans. They know how to play this Big Brother game. Yeah. Napwar said 10 years relationship versus 3 weeks connection, and you want to talk about who is not a good person. Even if your babe asked you to enter ship, if you were a good person, you would have said no. Unscrupulous individual coming to point fingers, will you get out? Like I would always say, in as much as I say the things the Sasmith are doing on this game, I would say the game is the game. They are literally playing their game, okay? If you do not play the game well, they would kick you out. You get the point. I keep saying it. I said, you see, South Africans, you guys know how to play this game. I think I enjoy the dynamics in the housemaid, the way the game play goes, more than how the dynamics is in Nigeria, because they're always scared of, oh, what people would say about their person, and all of that. Papi has made everyone know that he is a cheater. He didn't pretend at all, and he's been doing his shit with his full chest without even looking at the camera. And Nampa said, thank you. That one gave speech not once to address the house about his relationship, but now he is doing the most. They are referring to Sinaye. They are like, Papi is quite better than Sinaye, who has been pretending from the onset. Meanwhile, guys, because of the drama that is happening so much in the house, it may seem as though Lawrence have been pressured about ask this person, ask that person, ask this person this question on Sunday. And then Lawrence came and he tweeted and said, Nani, you don't care about me. Can I just tell you about my day? Yo, every day, yeah, you must expose and show and destroy. How was your day, Yana? And there Amza said, Ndite, sorry, okay, ke. How was your day, Lawrence? Fact Generation say, how was your day? Please send kisses to Liema. So what he was trying to say is nobody really do care about him though. All you guys care about right now is you must actually expose this person come Sunday. You must actually review this one come Sunday. You must actually do this on Sunday. Wahala be like waiting again, guys. All right, fun stuff said, how are you, Laurel? Please don't listen to anyone. People calling for some exposing will still be the same, saying the show is boring soon. Let them game themselves. Let whoever is the smartest gamer win. Life is all about experience. Let's not spoil the fun by putting in too much. Okay, I won't finish that. All right, let's me read the last one. Please ask Papi how was the case with Els and Fahima, and why did he say Sinaye kissed Fahima while he is the one who even when he said people do not really care, people are still telling him what to ask the housemates come Sunday. You and production are biased, and the next thing you are going to say, she is Mosher of the week. Let's sell her anyway, Z for 2 million. So because of Lawrence said Liema was last week Mosher of the week, is that what is making you guys worked up that the production is being petty? Liema is their pet. Now wow. Sorry, how was your day? Please, at this rate, Papi will end up kissing Big Brother. Kindly do the needful. Oh my god. And then Horoscope said, we don't care about your day, Ngwana Ntate. Malika. What we want is you to scatter the Jerusalem sheep, this time the Smiley. Hi Lawrence, how are you? How can you say you do not care about his day? That is a mean thing to actually say for somebody who's made a post and said you could not even ask how I am doing, and all you could say is you do not care about how the person is doing. You know, some of these words we say to people is actually not, some things we say some mean things to people without knowing is mean, right? Anyways, we'll see how that goes though. All right, he posted something, or somebody posted a video and he said, I must do this, but we who? Somebody said Gershon, and Lauren said, I miss the homie. And then somebody said this, I don't know what the meaning of this is, and he replied and said, not at all. Ever heard of games called Werewolf? Now the question is Biggie playing the housemates or the audience? Because of people who said, Liema is production pets. I think that question needs to be answered. Sir, please, you are expected to Mosha on Sunday. Can't see, which show are you hosting? And he said, well, Lord, jokes aside, I hope you're good. Yes. And he said, I am good, ma'am. Time of my life, actually. Anyways, Lawrence, Mimi just Mimi is saying, I hope you are doing great, darling. Don't mind fans, of course, they are focused on the game. That's why they had to bombast you with, oh, ask this person this one, ask that person that one, you know. Meanwhile, I personally need Jareed to answer question. I do not think that dude has answered question. Jareed needs to answer question at this point. Maybe so that Liema can be put in check. And I think when Lawrence asked Jareed question about Liema, people would be like, oh, they are working so that Liema would actually do this. They would find something to say because already they labeled Liema production pets. Anyways, guys, me, I can't wait for tomorrow. Though I'm still waiting for tonight's party, after party drama. But I can't wait for tomorrow also, you know, on the gameplay. I'm feeling maybe new. I do think new housemates would come. I don't know. But anyways, till tomorrow, let's see what happens. For now, tell me what you think about Jareed, Sinaye, Liema, Z. Tell me what you think about this housemate in general, okay? Because for me right here, I'll be dropping my voice to see you guys later. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. Bye for now, babies.